1868, on a dark and chilly night in the city of London. Mark, a tired tailor after a long day of work at his shop, closed the doors and started to walk through the deserted streets of the city. The wind howled and the shadows followed him with every step, making him feel a bit uneasy. Mark knew the walk back home would be long and lonely. But before heading there, he decided to stop by a pub to have a drink and maybe find his friends. He needed some company, something to take his mind off the tiredness and boredom of daily life. When he entered the pub, the air was thick with smoke and the noise of the customers' conversations filled the room. Mark spotted his friends sitting at a table in the back of the bar and joined them, ordering a beer. They started talking about the day's events and laughed at some jokes. While they were chatting, a mysterious man entered the bar and sat alone at a table in the corner. The man was wearing a black cloak and had an intense and disturbing gaze. He seemed to be observing everyone in the bar attentively, and Mark felt a shiver run down his spine. He tried to ignore the man and continued drinking and having fun with his friends. The hours slowly passed and the pub began to empty out. When Mark finally looked at the clock, he realized it was already past 11 p.m. He knew he should head home, where he would find his son Oliver and his wife Mary. He said goodbye to his friends and got up from the table, still feeling a little uneasy. He looked around to see if the mysterious man was still there, but he had already left. Mark sighed in relief and started walking towards the door. As he reached the door, he felt a cold wind hit him. But it was late and the path was long. He would have to walk about 2 kilometers to get home, so he decided to keep walking through the dark streets of London. Mark heard the sound of dragging footsteps and growling coming from somewhere in the shadows. He stopped and looked around, but couldn't see anything. He quickened his pace, feeling more and more nervous and scared, his breathing becoming labored. Then he decided to run, desperately trying to escape the danger. His feet pounded the ground, his eyes fixed on the darkness ahead, while his heart raced faster and faster. Suddenly, a shadow appeared in front of him, and the man he had met at the pub revealed himself before his eyes. He was a tall, extremely pale man with black hair and blue eyes. Mark tried to talk to him. "Who are you? Why are you following me? Answer me!" But the response he got was an attack. The man lunged at him with superhuman speed and strength, throwing him to the ground and immobilizing him easily. Mark struggled to escape, but the man was too strong. He felt terror take over his whole being when the man unexpectedly sunk his teeth into his neck. Was he some kind of pervert? Or maybe he's a rapist? Those thoughts raced through Mark's mind at that moment. Then he realized that the man was drinking his blood. But it was too late. Mark was losing consciousness and couldn't think straight. When the man finally pulled away, Mark was about to faint. But he saw the man make a cut in his own wrist and poured the blood into his mouth, causing him to ingest the liquid without being able to react. Until the man in the black hood turned his back and Mark fell into a deep darkness, while his body was overtaken by a sense of fear and discomfort. Little did he know that his life would never be the same again.